Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome back to another little mini-series, I guess, of why we play the game. You know, it's only about halfway through January of 2023, and I find myself already slated in for almost a half a dozen new games I never thought I'd ever play. I've already played in, I think, 2 new games this month already, and it seems to me with all the stuff that was going on, still going on, stuff I don't really, have a part in or a stake in, so to speak. Um, it's mattering less and less every day. I've been invited to probably probably close to an actual dozen games slated for the upcoming weeks and months ahead, and it occurs to me that for a lot of you guys and gals out there, that might be just the ticket. This is going to be the year of new games and new characters. I'm in the process of rolling up about 4 characters for 2 games right now. I'm going to be in Bo's GURPS game. I'm going to be in Fritz's Adventure Conquer King game. I'm going to be in just a bunch of other games. Pugmire. Yeah, Omen. Pugmire. Talking to you, man. Everybody and their brother literally are looking forward to that game. And I can't think of a better way to start off this year. I've been talking about positivity till my head falls off. And, I know there's a couple people out there that have gone through a couple of rough times out there already this year. But, just consider those like the birthing pains of 2023 because, as Fritz says, it's only going to get better. And, I think it was Flady who said, I'm living the dream. And you know what? I hope I don't wake up. It's literally been the best start of a year in a good long time. Mind you, I'm pretty lucky and pretty blessed, and my son and I we've weathered through the last couple of years a lot better than most, and with very very few ill consequences, and we've been really lucky. And for the most part, I have all you guys and gals out there to thank. Not just you gamers out there, but friends like Nathan and our Keith Andrews and a few others that are just on the periphery of the gaming universe out there. And I wanted to, remind you guys, with all the crap that's going on with, a very big game that a lot of you play or you play variations of, go and try something new, man. What the hell? Why the hell not? I went through a long period, a very long period, probably 20 years of playing the same exact game with only one reprieve, and that was Traveler. I was playing AD&D, as you guys probably guessed, and I played a little bit of Traveler in between, but for the most part, I stuck it out 20 long years. And while it was a great time, and I made great friends and had wonderful games, it wasn't until I want to say around the 90s that I really started stretching out and diving into new games. Palladiums, I did actually play GURPS in the past. Villains and Vigilantes, and I did play some Gamma World and Boot Hill and Top Secret and Star Frontiers during those D&D times. But they were such short-lived games they almost don't count. But it was really in the 90s, I'm going to say, that I really branched out and started picking up the library of games that I have now. And I'm going to do my darndest to play every last one of those games at least one more time before I leave this world for the next. I don't know where I would start other than the few things that I've mentioned recently. I'd love to play a Gamma World game with Hungar. I definitely have plans for a Traveler game, a Traveler campaign. The game is I don't know why we call it games. One shots are just not my thing. It's all that work for, boom, it's over in a few short hours. Even though we're doing the one shots with table breakers, and tonight we're going to talk about Exalted, it's really, really hard for me to get excited about a game that I know is going to be over in less time than it takes to watch a movie or two. And I'm hoping, so far it's been 50-50. Jade's game was awesome, but it just made me want more. So hopefully, when we play Exalted, I'll get that same feeling. Instead of be like, okay, well, try. It's like trying a new recipe or a new food that you never tried, and you look at it and go, that doesn't look like it's for me. I'm hoping that these table breaker games will be a lot better than those kind of experiences. And what I really hope is all you guys and gals out there will go and grab some new shiny game, or better yet, some old, dusty, musty, mistreated, forgotten, misfit toy of a game that's been on your shelf for years and years and years. And you'll do what I've done and, find some new players. If you got to find them online, trust me, it's really kind of nice being able to not have to clean up a huge mess from my rather sloppy friends who tend to leave more chips on the floor than in themselves. I've got a friend who eats like Cookie Monster, I kid you not. And my dog loves him because there's free chips on the floor. Well, not for long anyways, if you know my dog. And not having to worry about people stinking up your house if they're smokers or drinkers, or if they need to take a phone call or something like that, they can just mute the mic, mute the screen, and do their little bit of business, come on back. And it's it's a lot less disruptive, a lot more structured. You can really focus on the game. Everybody's there for a reason to play. And don't get me wrong, I like the before and the after sessions, the after party and the discussions of what we're going to do next. But as I get older, I got less time for gaming, so I want to get as much good gaming in as possible. And all of the games, for the most part, have been really, really good. And so I'm hoping that you guys will take this advice and put those other books aside for a little while. Let them sweat it out. They're not really going to notice, but there's a lot of good companies out there, a lot of great games out there, even if they're no longer in print or the companies have been out of business for decades. I know we've all got, for the most part, I'm talking about the people that I regularly hang out with online and things like that. You've got 10, 20, 50 games. Why? If you're not gonna go out and play them, if you're not gonna invite some people over or start up an online game, I'll gladly take them off your hands. That's one of my side gigs is buying and selling games, and of course hoarding every game that I want and getting extra copies and things like that. Not as bad as my friend Rob Oren, who literally has a like 20 by 20 storage unit just for games. I don't want to get to that point, but 10 by 10's okay. I could do a 10 by 10 room, nothing but games. I probably can already do that when you consider like the box sets and things like that up there. But I'm talking, a 10 by 10 bookshelf, with the big padded chair and the fireplace and my pipe and I don't smoke a pipe anymore, but you get my drift. A nice cozy area to just sit and read those games if I'm not playing them, and better yet, a nice good table to invite your friends over. Living the dream. Well, that's going to be part of it, I guess. Just going to have to, I guess, buy another house. I don't know how that's going to work out. But who knows? Maybe when we finally get up out of here and into the great state of Texas, we'll be able to get a place with one more room that's bigger than the studio. Because the studio, despite how it may look, it's not all that big. And I've got my man cave in the garage that's literally looks like an earthquake hit, and I need to take care of that, but gotta wait till it warms up. But guys and gals, get out there, grab one of your old games, or if you're one of those junkies that needs a new fix, grab a new game, play it, play the heck out of it. Don't forget to invite me, because you never know, I might be able to squeak that into my schedule. Hopefully the boy and I will get to be in a bunch of good games this year with most of you out there. That's why we play the game, is to actually play the game. Well, it's a new year. I'm not going to chalk this up to a New Year's resolution, even though it's sounded more and more like one. But I already got a couple of those, and yeah, gaming is just a natural part of our existence as gamers. So go out there, play some games, roll up some new characters, make some new friends, and play some new games, and we'll be able to look back on this, come November, December of this year, and just laugh at the people who made some really big mistakes going into 2023, and suffered for it, while we all laughed our way to the gaming table. So until next time, folks, have a great day, great evening, and happy trails.